It's the beginning of Mental Health Awareness Week, and the theme this year is kindness, which I feel is really is something that we're all experiencing quite a lot of at the moment, actually. I like to call it the corona kindness. There has been so many wonderful acts of kindness in our society at the moment. When I look at the incredible voluntary work that people have been doing, sort of making masks, doing food deliveries. I mean, just people checking in with each other more and really meaning it when we say, how are you? I think that is just one of the most wonderful things that has come from such a terrible situation. So yeah, I've really enjoyed seeing the ways that as a society we can be kind to each other. So there's loads of ways to be kind as a society, and I think we can see all the different ways that during the coronavirus outbreak that, you know, we've rallied together and worked together as a unit to create kindness and positivity. But I want to talk about the ways that we are kind to ourselves, because I feel like that is the aspect that perhaps we think about least. And so I always use the hashtag be kind to your mind, because I feel that is such a huge and important part of our mental health and, you know, our self-care really. And I think self-care is one of the things that is a hard thing to do for a lot of us. My key advice for being kind to yourself is actually learning to say no. So I know that I can often agree to things that I don't really want to or don't really feel up to doing because I feel like I can't say no. And actually learning to say no is just such a powerful word and such an act of kindness to yourself, you know, where it's reasonable and you can. Learning to say no so that you can take some time out to self-care is really key. So it's okay to say no. And that ties into showing compassion to ourselves. We're perhaps really good at being compassionate to the people in our lives, but not so compassionate to ourselves. And so actually all the times I've told my friends to have a nice bath, get an early night, come for a walk, you know, talk on the phone, you know, and I haven't done that to myself. So actually being able to fill ourselves up with kindness is key to us being able to kind of keep giving out kindness. So for every kind act that perhaps you give out, we should perhaps be giving some kindness back to ourselves in whatever form that is for you. So maybe that is going on a walk, having a really lovely long phone call or Zoom call with a friend, just those things that nourish your soul, that they're acts of kindness, you know. I personally really like eating Nutella out of the jar, so that would be my act of kindness to myself, is to do that. So things like that are really key. And also just remembering that during this time, it's really testing on us all, and mental health recovery is not a linear journey anyway. It's always been up and down, and it always will be. And at the moment, we're really being tested, and some people are really thriving at the moment. And for some of us, it's a really difficult time. And I think acknowledging that actually it is up and down, and being kind to ourselves when we have a day where perhaps some negative thought patterns come in and we're struggling. I think that is really important to look after yourself that way and realise that actually it's okay to have a bad day. And that's where we come in, because we're here to support you, and Southdown have lots of amazing services that are available to support you. Sometimes an act of kindness to yourself is reaching out to your recovery worker and saying, look, you know what, I'm having a really bad day. That is an act of kindness to yourselves, and we will keep reaching out and supporting you where we can. I've been massively moved by the amount of clients that have asked about staff and how we're getting on during the coronavirus, and that always means such a lot to me, that, you know, that everybody's thinking about each other. Kindness comes in many different ways, but in order to give out kindness, we definitely have to learn to receive some kindness to ourselves. So I would ask everyone to try and, a daily act of kindness to yourself. Have a think about what that could look like, for you. It's different for everyone. Stay safe and keep being kind, and hopefully we'll all meet together again soon.